unorthodox kind of style is going to have an answer for it here. We're seeing the rise of this tiny Enigma, but now we're also seeing Skiter playing his Wraith King to try to counter this Doom. See if it works.
Yeah, I actually had to go back and look at the patch because I was like, I haven't seen literally a single Wraith King since 7.3.3 got announced. Not even like my pubs. I'm not talking like professional games. I'm saying straight up pubs. I haven't seen this hero at all. Lifesteal got buffed some more, though he gets less off of the creeps. So slight nerf to the creep hitting. Big buff to the hero hitting. Skeletons doing less damage to buildings. That's a big one, right?
That one hurts quite a bit there for his type of split push. I'm surprised you haven't gotten blessed with these support Wraith Kings going Aghanims and killing themselves. You haven't gotten that in your pubs? Because it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, he can now do that on himself. So we're gonna watch AUI 2000 get caught out by the ward on the high ground and give away first blood. That goes to iNSaNiA.
I gotta think of a snarky SVG comment, but I got nothing there. Maybe like an oh dear for the Enchantress. There you go.
That is a good one. I like that. I like that.
I gotta try here, you know? I gotta be my Avery in spirit here to bring that bang man back into this cast.
Yeah, the waters have fueled some teams and taken away from some others.
Yeah, that's all right. It happens to the best of us here. Love you, buddy Avery. You'll be all right. Let's see how this one goes down. They only pick this Pango versus the Storm. Lots of people have talked about this one can be like that skill matchup. The Pango can do well in it versus Storm. Let's see if he can do it versus Nisha. Nisha's laning. It's been very good this tournament.
Where would you give player to player this matchup? Nisha to 9 when it comes to laning, because Nisha, like, people like to hold him, the best player in the world.
Yeah,
he still holds that title. Maybe he doesn't, but laning was never particular specialty, right?
No, I mean he's still very good at the lanes. I like the Storm personally in this matchup most of the times. I think I said that also when I saw the Ember Spirit versus Storm the other day, and actually Sumail like popped off as his Ember Spirit a lot of times. So we'll see how it ends up going. This one definitely feels, at least for me, harder than an Ember Spirit because you have your shield, but everything's kind of gotten nerfed on the Pango in these last few patches, of course.
All right, so our matchups here, we've got iNSaNiA going to be playing the Pugna with Zai off lane, Doom, Skiter on the aforementioned Wraith King, with AUI playing the Enchantress. I mean, I really don't feel like Tundra, as good as Soxa is, I actually do like the fact most stand-ins, it feels like they're only bringing negatives, like, oh, he's just not as good as the actual guy. Whoa. Like, oh, okay, well, there's a negative. AUI does beat away early. Whoops.
Oh, dear, again.
But I wanted to say that I feel like AUI, as a stand-in, has brought in some, like, interesting strategies, a little bit of depth. Like, he brings not just cons, but some pros to his name.
Yeah, no.
I think that says a lot about him as a player.
Absolutely. I mean, Aoi always has tricks up his sleeves. Right? We saw those Visage plays that he was able to do. More aggression, top, Sneyking could be in some trouble. A very potent lane Liquid's got, and should get the kill.
This sniper is a great choice against the early pickup of the Enigma, right? Like, this is a hero that can sit way in the back and play against those Eidolons nicely.
It's great all throughout the game, right? In the laning phase, there can be, if you make some really big mistakes or something like that, and they get some snowball kills, you can struggle, but all throughout the game, it's difficult as this Enigma to get to the sniper to address him. Like, you're going to have to bypass a lot of things here with Liquid with their Doom and their Tusk frontline here. Yeah, we'll see. First few waves. Liquid favored. And yeah, I'm wondering how Wraith King ends up doing. In the game, of course, versus Doom, we know the concept of it, but this is a lane that I've seen so often just destroy anybody, this Doom and this Pugna.
Yeah. In particular, Doom has been doing really well. And it feels like they were talking about it on the panel. They like the concept of a hero that's just able to just kind of chill out in lane. The Sniper and Storm are going to be getting a lot of attention. And it does mean that Liquid, they're going to be outscaling Tundra, which I feel like in the past has been a go-to strategy. When you're playing up against Tundra, you know they can stall up the game. You do not want to be on a timer against them.
No, you want to be playing the farm game, but you also want to have heroes in mind that you can hunt in these tree lines. So I feel like Storm is actually kind of incredible versus these annoying Tundra players that tend to hide in these trees and try to just do these sneaky little pick-off things of creep waves and catch them. So it's going to be a Nisha. It's a Nisha Storm with that Pugna fuel. So if they do get off to a hot start too, Pano was talking about it. Like, it's going to be go, go, go time from this Nisha Storm, just controlling the map, giving that space.
boxi, how important is this Lotus to you? He pretty much just runs between two heroes to try and get it. Malphus makes it impossible to take, so he won't be able to get that Lotus, and he'll be giving up a kill for it.
I feel like Lotus is actually really, really important on something like Tiny. If you end up having a bit of a rough lane and your offlaner is not able to buy these arcane boots, Enigma is one of the really good arcane boot characters, but of course, if you're able to get these Lotuses, you can actually do some decent stuff up here. I'm actually liking this Tiny a lot after we saw FY playing it with the Enigma.
Yeah, it's one of the rising heroes right now,
Yeah.
right? It has incredibly good win rate here at Bali, despite not being seen that often.
Yeah, it seems nice, and even in particular versus... We'll have to wait for that again here. Sneyking getting gone on. They're probably just going to kill him.
Yeah, looks pretty easy. Blocked out by the shard. This is just a non-stop battle lane.
Man, mid is a real big advantage at the moment for Nisha. Nine will at least get the courier, but 21-9 already to the 13-3. Didn't expect it to be that one-sided.
Yeah, he might need even a support rotation and top off on the bottle. I do kind of wonder if that's going to be happening here.
Yeah, I think so. You send that Tiny to mid lane.
Oh, heartbeat creep. Got to deal with that one. AUI doesn't hold it for too long. iNSaNiA putting some attention, making sure that lightning doesn't hit them too many times.
Yeah, although Aoi has died twice bottom, seeing Skiter is holding his own here. 23-5 at the moment versus these two. Off to a good start. It's not like they can ever really bully Zai out unless they bring some type of third hero at some point here, because he's going to have super early Vanguard, but a good start for Skiter.
Boy, Nisha's being very annoying. Even with the bottle top off, Nisha continues to try and kick 9 out of this, at least the CS range, if not the experience range.
This is brutal. Honestly, this Pangolier having this type of a start, this Storm getting off to this type of start, could cause some big issues into these early, like even for the power rune, right? He's going to hit 6 way earlier than 9's going to be any realms of it, so it's going to be easy contest for Liquid if they want to rotate over. Easy kill contest too. They have Tusk. I'm actually glad to see boxi playing the Tusk. I mean, I gotta say that one, because Tusk overall definitely not the best hero in most situations, but boxi, especially at Lima and everything, he made a name for himself.
Absolutely. Absolutely one of his best heroes.
Yeah.
Why do you think Tusk isn't good right now anyway? Because I feel like the Clockwork, Tiny is on the Rhine. Those two heroes have been very successful. Tusk is the same archetype, so why isn't he good?
That's actually probably a good question. He definitely struggles a little bit versus some of the very popular, I guess, like the Undying in particular 5 position, snowballing into some disaster situations, but maybe undervalued a little bit. That does tend to happen sometimes in these tournaments. Some heroes are just forgotten.
Yeah. No, I do. I think that explanation makes a lot of sense. When you have such a popular 5 as Undying, sometimes that matchup can just keep a hero from being picked. boxi trying to get aggressive once again, returning fire between the two, but it is miCKe who's kind of walking away with an advantage. Always untouched, able to be a part of these kills and getting pretty good CS, 28-6, considering all the denies that Enigma gets in lane. You can see he's got 10 denies right now.
Can they get the catch onto miCKe? Rotation's coming.
Coming in from behind. Oh, has to pick him up inside of the snowball. That means he's going to be going in deeper. They have iNSaNiA rotating in. Used it to Decrepify on AUI, and miCKe will lay out the damage onto Sneyking, trying to get the kill before he dies. He does not, though. 1-for-1 trade-off. Now going on to 33. iNSaNiA and 33. Gonna be the battle between the two of them as boxi slowed down, but the blood grenades, the ghost, the constant, he's gonna fall. 33 will end up dying to iNSaNiA though. Now it's just the 5 positions left. iNSaNiA with his extra movement speed might be able to get a couple hits here. Blood grenade.
He tried swapping it in.
Yeah. On cooldown for just a little bit too long and blocked by the creeps.
Definitely don't want to give too many levels to this Pugna though, because we've seen, I saw iNSaNiA the other day hit level 6 pre like 8 minutes, and that kind of just set the ball rolling for Nisha. Decent kind of trade there from Tundra, but now quick rotation from Nisha. He actually makes the first move down bottom, and they'll get an early kill onto Skiter.
Yeah, you were talking about the Pugna pregame with Gunner. I mean, this hero is way too strong right now, right?
Yeah, we gotta probably, let's see if we can flame iNSaNiA a little bit too, because he does decrep himself while he's back.
Calling them out already.
He admitted it the other day.
He is going to die to the rotation of 9 here, but Nisha continues to terrorize this bottom lane. He'll get the kill on AUI, and Skiter just now getting level 5, may be kicked out of all this juicy experience that's sitting here. I couldn't imagine. I'm surprised Nisha isn't going to try and put more attention to him.
Looks like they might. The Vanguard, I mean, Zai is definitely keen to dive. Looks like they're going to fill up the bottle, then they're going to go for it. iNSaNiA making his way down. Who got the Wisdom runes? Okay, 1-for-1.
Well,
They have eyes on Skiter.
Yeah, Zai is just going to keep chasing him, and here comes the storm. There we go. Finally, the pull back in with a vortex, and that'll ensure the kill. Skiter dying this many times pre-level 6 has got to burn. This hero usually wants to be able to have a pretty good start, and I don't think the patch really changes that too much.
Oh, He's definitely, I mean, he's a hero that can kind of catch up, but if you're just getting ran down from this storm, from this Pugna that are already getting the ball rolling, can definitely be problematic for you to recover. They do at least, I think they found like a double or triple bounty rune though, so the gold exchange actually went from like about to be 2k gold lead for Liquid, actually shifted right back down to that 1k because of those bounties.
Power rune's coming up soon.
What's it gonna be?
He's gonna try and time the Rolling Thunder to ensure it, but an attempt by Nisha doesn't work. Trying to zip through and grab it. Haste rune instead picked up by 9. Not able to get a kill out of it, but securing the B power rune will probably ensure a kill later in the game.
At least prevents Nisha from also getting it too, and
yeah,
can potentially look for a rotation, even without the Rolling Thunder here with this Haste rune. 1k lead, 9-5. Nice action-packed start here for us. 14 kills. I feel like every time I've said that actually at this tournament, then there's like no kills afterwards for like 9 minutes or something like that. But that's not going to be the case this game. There's a Storm who's enabled, and we're definitely going to see a lot of rotations from Tundra here to look for some type of punish plays.
And in general, I think, I used to think of the Western Europe, like, especially some of these matchups. TP away from miCKe is going to be poorly timed as Sneyking came through the gate, tosses him back to AEY.
Hello!
Skiter, he'll come through the gate as well. They've got a stun to stop this. They'll stop it at the very last second.
Give it
miCKe. He's going nowhere, and Skiter gets some much-needed kill gold and, maybe more importantly, experience.
Really good rotation. They should be able to actually just secure a tower out of this one too. Good move.
And Liquid really not getting much in return.
No, they think they're just like farming some stacks and stuff like that, just buffing up Nisha. iNSaNiA is 6 very early on, but a good hit as Tundra's going to be the ones to claim that first tower. But quickly, Liquid, they'll punch back and Sneyking might pay with his life for the attempt here.
Yeah, the avalanche will cover him a little bit, but zip in from Nisha. He wants to be a part of this kill.
Of course, and then here you go. Back up to full you go.
This combo is so disgusting. Every single time I see it, I'm just like, how did it happen? How did you get this combo in the draft?
Yeah, how'd they get this combo in the draft, and how did Pugna get so many buffs?
Yeah.
This hero,
yes,
so many buffs.
We took away all the downsides of Decrepify that the hero would be crazy good.
Let's give him a free lens. Everyone forgets about that one because it was like 9 patches ago for the Nether Blast, and every other buff, yeah. I mean, Ward got kind of nerfed, but all the other abilities severely buffed. Occupying the bottom jungle, Nisha and iNSaNiA, they're going to stick around. They're even stacking the opponent's jungle. Okay, iNSaNiA's a little bold.
Well, one Skeletons that did not get their damage nerfed against the buildings. Nice deny there from boxi. Well played.
Oh, typical boxi. And typical boxi as well, too, looking at his inventory. He's doing the Tranquil Boot thing.
Oh, yeah, where he breaks it apart and then puts it back in together.
He wants to keep his presence on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, iNSaNiA wants to keep his presence on the map, too, but he'll actually walk away. Even early game here, that kill on miCKe really slowed him down quite a bit. Skiter now is pretty much dead even with him.
A lot of attention to miCKe here. I'm surprised he's kind of still in this safe lane, just because at this point in time, I figured he'd be... I imagine this hero just is going to be playing off of Ancients most of the time, like many of the range carries, because I feel like side lanes are so dangerous for many of these range carries right now.
Maybe they're going to look to like make early rotations to protect him, but you have to imagine that Tundra's going to make the first move probably to look for miCKe, so is Liquid going to be prepared for it? boxi is at the ready.
But that just may be an extra kill for Tundra as they are bringing heavy resources to this kill. With a wraparound from behind by 9, they're going to sandwich these two. miCKe and boxi going to be caught out in the open, and there it is, straight into the Rolling Thunder.
The shards?
Beautiful block in by the shards. 9 will immediately pop out of it though, and the damage is done. Bye-bye miCKe, the sniper falls.
No way that miCKe would ever expect that to come. He's like, wait, what? The car is coming from the wrong side.
I mean, that's the Bali that drive on the left side of the road here, so that's something to be expected.
Big hits, a third kill to slow him down, and Skiter now has Armlet, and it's tougher for them to bring him down because he does have that skill point saved, so we'll have that reincarnation if they do look for the kill. Thunder striking back nicely here, and how's the timing for Blink on Sney? It's still going to be a bit slow, but getting the ball rolling here and getting this 33 Enigma online. Aetherland's Mac, a nice aggressive build from him.
Is under attack.
Power rune tempted to be grabbed here, but chased away. Nisha unable to grab the Arcane rune. That would have felt very good. Nine's going to be happy with that pickup as well. He's going to rotate to bottom, see if they can punish Zai here, who's slowed down. Hurricanes himself over the cliff. TP's out, but no. Skiter was there on the other side. Tundra just bringing lots of numbers to these rotations.
Holy, all 5 heroes, in fact. Well, that's twice now that I think Skiter has gotten really fortunate to just show up and get this last kill on one of these kills. He gets the sniper top, he gets this kill now too onto the Doom. It's getting enabled nicely from the rotations from Tundra.
A very different idea than what Liquid seems to be playing at,
Yeah.
which is almost like an old school Tundra kind of approach, right? Spread out your cores on the map and try and out-efficiency the opponent.
It's a lot more farm for sure. And Nisha, he is going to be going that build that's kind of been popularized more towards the tail end of this tournament. He is going to be going down this Orchid route, which maybe slowing him down a little bit from going for more pressure with like the Falcon Blade and stuff. But it's going to be really beneficial when he gets the timing, of course, versus this Pangolier. Not going to have that Dispel early on. Yeah, lots of farm. Doom still, cruising at the top there, but all three cores. Actually, everybody's kind of dead even. Support's even, cores even.
Yeah. All the way down the line, jeez. At what point do you think Tundra, I imagine they're the ones who want to take control of the tempo of the game as they've been doing.
Yeah.
What do you think they can do Roshan? They've got a decent lineup for it, right?
Maybe, honestly, maybe the Deso pick up onto Skiter.
Yeah.
That's probably the earliest one, unless they get some like really godly pickoff kind of thing set up around it. I wouldn't say it's the easiest until they do have that. But yeah, when they have Lucky Shot in a Deso, should be able to set up for it. Liquid.
Wait, is Sneyking actually, is he actually going to go Manta? I see that right?
I guess it's the response for the Orchid.
Okay,
I actually
yeah.
don't mind it.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Pull. They have
Hold him before the Rolling Thunder. The Snowball's going to come out, chaining that stun with the Walrus Punch. All this damage. Is it enough? The Avalanche? No. The Rolling Thunder goes off. They can put in a little bit more physical damage. They do get him in the end. Nice Black Hole by 33 to ensure that box is going to die alongside Nisha. Now they could try and run down iNSaNiA. Oh, he is pretty fast if they get the toss. That's up in 6 seconds, so maybe not.
Tundra it seems like they're just actually having the numbers over and over again here versus Liquid. Liquid's more split up, going for the farm with the Doom Sniper, and Tundra's capitalizing on this. They're actually, or now they have the Blink Dagger for this Tiny, so you talked about accelerating things. This allowed him to accelerate kills around the map rather than something like Roche.
And Zai is maybe going to be caught here, slowed down by Skiter.
Can Snake get him?
And they've got Sneyking on the other side. Now iNSaNiA joining in on this one means Sneyking has to vacate the premises. In fact, body blocked by 33 just a little bit.
Liquid's bringing the numbers. A long zip from Nisha, but that's the blink reveal. Sney actually disengages. This is deep.
Man, Nisha's going in deep. That is not a whole lot of mana he's left with here. James done almost entirely, but used the last bit of his mana to jump away.
This is awkward for Liquid now.
It is. They are going to be chased down. Avalanche onto 2. Zai once again trying to use this Hurricane as best as he can. And iNSaNiA will keep himself alive for a while. That'll force Tundra back to him again. 9 with the inhibit is going to slow down Zai. Once again, the shard trying to be able to allow these heroes to disengage. It's just not going to work. Liquid really overcommitted on that situation, mostly off of Nisha being so desperate to start a fight.
They're going to lose more. They're going to lose boxi as well. I mean, super far overextension, and there's no way in Realms that miCKe is ever able to join down there or anything. So Tundra they're like, okay, you guys bring the numbers, we're going to bring even more numbers. We know that Sniper can't be there. That really far jump gets punished. Nisha.
It seemed like a very awkward time for Liquid to all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, we're going to fight them back now, instead of just playing the efficiency game, which they had been doing, I would say, decently well.
Super forced early.
Yeah.
Like, even if you, like, who are you going to kill here, right? There's a Wraith King there, there's a mech, I believe, on the Enigma and everything too, so. Huh. That was an interesting toss.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Great hit. And that's, I mean, the blink, I guess the blink did really catch him off guard. I mean, Sney was able to get the reset and go back in. It is fairly early on this Tiny's. 12 of the 13 kills for them.
Man, that is so curious because Nisha was almost done with his Orchid too. So, like, making that jump was even more forced because, you know, why not just wait for that big timing?
I don't know. I guess they must have made the call that it's like, oh, black hole on cooldown or something. We want to take advantage of it. Unsure. Sney?
Tundra, their smoke is going to run into Liquid members here. Oh, what a beautiful Avalanche. Despite being outnumbered, that Avalanche is going to help a lot to even things out. Sneyking still going to be in trouble.
Nine's in trouble.
Nine, he's taking too much physical damage. miCKe's just sitting there in the back thanks to the shard, forcing the Rolling Thunder into a pinball scenario. They'll clean up all 3 of those heroes.
That seemed a lot more natural for Liquid. This is where miCKe wants to be. He's like, yes, let the fight come to me. I am in prime position. This is my area. Bottom side, I don't want to go down there till later on. They'll be able to get these kills back for themselves. 3. And Nisha find himself a nice tier 2, and yeah, look at this. I mean, what's the nice shots.
This fight, they had 0 chance of winning, but Sneyking almost gave them a chance at least getting a kill or 2, but that shard just ruined 9.
Literally a pinball.
Yeah. That's going to be a constant, man. This is
Boxi
why
tusk.
Boxi's Boxi's tusk, man. You got to watch it because your shard control is excellent.
Yeah. Has some crazy potential for some fun save kind of plays too. If he gets like preemptive snowballs, he can actually do a good job of controlling the Enigma early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, great play there from him. Deso is now online for Skiter. Still, I mean, very early, or very even game here, back and forth. But a little bit of momentum now toward this sniper who's gotten a lot of space to catch back up here, even though Skiter was the one catching back up. Now miCKe has been left alone. Even though Liquid overextended bottom, he was just free farming during it.
Yeah, and if you get to that point where you've got Hurricane Pike, you've got maybe even the shard pickup, I'm not sure if, I don't know, would you value that enough in this game to buy it? There is a decent amount of gap close.
I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Maybe not till like later.
Yeah.
No. I think he's got good protection, especially, I think he'll trust Boxi. I would too.
Yeah.
With the way that he's able to play with the shards, but we'll have to see. He got blessed. We do see Grove Bow, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's every time.
When you go the Maelstrom build, that feels so good.
Feels amazing. I feel like you almost always have to go the Maelstrom build on Sniper, but
Yeah, that's true. When was the last time we saw anything but that?
not too often.
Skiter is going to work towards a Blink Dagger next, which means the Blink Dagger on What is Boxi's progression in items? Because I feel like his timing on Blink is going to be pretty important, right?
Yeah, he's got it done. So
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's got Tranquil plus the Blink already finished up, so it is really good timing. Both his nukes are maxed too. So, I mean, both teams have a lot of different ways that they can put some aggressive plays out. It's just, are there going to be the shards there to really disrupt this Pangolier? And if miCKe does get involved in the fights now, which he might feel strong enough to even maybe on the bottom side now that he's got this farm, can they get to him? They have to find this sniper in the backline. They can't just let him peep away because he will kill this Pangolier even when he's rolling.
Yeah. And ideally, they should find that soon. Like, if they get that fight, then they can take Roshan. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing a BKB Doom up, and then your front line starts getting a lot stronger if you're Liquid. Oh, man, just a full-out triple Lotus pickup for Nisha. That always feels good.
I was like, oh, is that 3? Yeah, I'll put that in his inventory. Rallied around miCKe here up top.
It seems like baiting him out maybe a little bit. Nobody from Tundra taking a bite out of that one.
Okay, and it looks like 9 did switch up at least a little bit here. I've seen a couple different builds. So I actually saw Noob in the past. He was one of the first ones that I saw do more of a variety of these Pango builds. He actually does, in some of these games, he'll go Treads, he'll go Halberd, he'll go for more of these stat items to tank up. And I can understand that, as we just saw. Like, he's gonna just get peeped by the sniper in a lot of situations. So this could help also, too.
Yeah, and I think it takes better advantage of the shield crash damage reduction.
True.
Right? When you have all that extra HP. Boxi going to be in a bit of trouble here, and Zai's not sure if he can help him. And the truth is, he can't. There are too many Tundra heroes here, and too much damage. Skiter getting his first charge on the Deso.
Big hit.
And put a little pressure onto this tier 2. I mean, even with the skeletons doing less damage, you have skeletons and Eidolon.
True.
So when you do get these kind of clear out, you can get some easy chip damage on these outer tier 2s.
Still has to be careful not to overextend too far here. They will find themselves nice Ancient. They do have 4 heroes in the area here. That's good. Nice. Looks like, I guess Liquid just, like you said, chilling back just a little bit here in these last few moments, just waiting for that timing, at least the BKB on the Doom. Now it's done, but it's given time for Skiter. He's got this gap close item. So now he does have that availability to perhaps jump into this sniper as well. Simultaneous jumps on these heroes. Blink from the Tiny and the blink from this Wraith King.
And the way they've been controlling the bottom right part of the map, I would have expected them to continue it just because Roche is coming up and they have their outpost to play off of, but they're going to move over through the river, try and go for it. No, the toss! It landed on Skiter.
I blame Skiter on that one, actually. I think Sneyking was going for the blink toss avalanche play on the Storm as he was zipping in. Skiter could have maybe followed him.
Yeah, he dove in front of it instead. I mean, you got the power room, but Nisha lucky to be alive, frankly.
Liquid, they've got this timing now. Looking for the fight around the BKB. They'll find 9, the prime target.
Perfect target. Take away this big team fighter.
Nisha wants more, but he's actually jumping into Skiter.
All of his mana like that? No, Nisha.
He just got clapped. Skiter, can he get away?
Trying to slow him down. If they can take away this reincarnation, they can center the fight around this. They've got the ward out.
Stay.
Skiter trying to run for it here. 30. He's going to need a black hole, but instantly the snowball was there. miCKe's going to be in trouble, but the fight is going to be won by Liquid. They take down the carry, but now they're going to be chased down. Zai, he'll catch up the 33 eventually here. Boxi will surely help him with that endeavor, and they're going to be able to get a 2-for-4 exchange, including putting reincarnation on cooldown.
I mean, it was a good attempt there. Honestly, Sneyking, he gets onto miCKe. The black hole attempt, it's nice, but boxi said you gotta watch out for this man's tusk. It's not the shard, the preemptive snowball. He gets the cast off. Nisha kind of, I mean, suiciding. I think that's the only thing that we can kind of say there. But it works.
Overzealous is the polite term.
Yeah.
That was a feed straight up, man. This twice now. He's used all of his mana to get on top of Tundra when he really wants to fight. And he's going to have to rethink that situation. I mean, that could have been such a cool alley-oop. Toss into the black hole, but boxi ruins it all.
I mean, it was pretty, honestly, from Sneyking.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Liquid reigns supreme in this one. Doom enabled here. Zai, absolutely massive. miCKe, even though dying, still top of that net worth. Enchantress, I mean, Aoi doing what Aoi does, of course. He's actually still continuing to get this big scaling here. He's got the Hurricane Pike. But lots of ults on cooldown right now. So reincarnate 50 seconds. See if Tundra still likes to fight without it. They do have Rolling Thunder, and they do have an Arcane Rune.
Yeah, I think they feel like they have to. Otherwise, Liquid's going to get that Roche for free.
They're going to be able to get down here. It looks like the scan comes out. Liquid, they're going to have to back away and look for the fight.
Yeah, get back up to that high ground, but they're going to be intercepted.
Nisha.
The way. Nisha
again.
Not able to get off his zip. Dead again. Now Liquid have to make the choice. They're going to take this 4 versus 5. No time for that. They instantly jump. Sneyking. Now it's a 4 versus 4 with Zai getting the jump onto 33. Pops his BKB. No Doom up though, so he can't take this hero out of the fight entirely. He's going to use his BKB to chase him away, but that's all he does. No damage. Really put out Hurricane Pike and some serious damage, but thanks to the Glimmer, he'll stay alive for now. Buyback's coming in, but they're going to try and finish off 9. Nice and quick. Swashbuckle is not good enough. They finish him off. Zai gets tossed in by Sneyking and returns with a stun, but it's not good enough to keep him alive. Skiter just keeps on trucking. Meanwhile, miCKe's trying to snipe heroes with a Wraith King right in front of his face. Fortunately, iNSaNiA can help him out, and they'll take out the first life of Skiter. Sneyking needs to be able to intercept, but Sneyking dies for that attempt, and now boxi's here to help out miCKe. AEY and 33 cutting through the side, forcing miCKe away and leaving boxi without any damage.
Nisha's back, a long jump. miCKe.
Once again, the long jump, but this time it'll get a hero kill out of it. 33 is going to die while miCKe gets pounded to the dirt by Skiter.
But they don't have a blink up. I thought perhaps Skiter could get the chaser. Nisha lose a lot of mana. Tundra coming out ahead in that one. Buybacks from both sides, but they do get a pretty good exchange there, all things considered. Skiter, the big winner.
Tundra definitely won that, but I feel like Liquid should feel a little lucky.
They should be lucky.
That should have been losing that fight outright and Roshan being taken by Tundra.
No, absolutely.
I mean, this looks real unfortunate. Zai understandably trying to create space for miCKe, but not having the Doom up, just poor timing for this team fight.
I mean, if they don't get 9 pretty much right there, he might actually just re-engage, disengage, and they don't even end up getting that kill onto the Pangolier. So that could have been worse for sure. Back and forth.
Meanwhile, you saw that assassination on the Doom 33, but he just barely couldn't get it off. Skiter doing a great job of just putting himself in the face of the sniper, which is kind of the Wraith King's job.
And a cool build that he's gone for too, right? He's got the Blink, the Death Zone, he goes back for Blade Mail.
Yeah.
An old solution in a way versus the sniper, so cool. And yeah, we're having a pretty even one. 22 to 22. I think it was maybe 22 to 22. Almost had the 22-minute mark too.
Yeah. We're gonna go again here. Round 2 of the Roshoff.
Black hole's back up for the side of Tundra.
And we don't have Doom for Zai. Used that earlier, but Sneyking is going to get picked off. So this time it's Tundra who have to fight 4 versus 5. A Doom's going to be used, but here comes that Orchid. Nisha, half this mana used to be able to jump on a 33. Zai, is he actually going to be able to get away with this?
Shard?
And look at that Shard blocking in 9. Oh, he's stuck with miCKe poking him from the low ground. Double kill for him as Roshan now switches sides, and I think Liquid now have this in their hands.
Oh yeah, coming out way ahead now in that one. The black hole's available, but immediately canceled. Nisha's in range there. They get to keep the distance for their heroes. And now, yeah, they get this Roche. We'll have to watch it again.
Just really decisive moves twice now where they jump onto Sneyking as he's a little bit farther ahead of the rest of his team.
Look at this, the Orchid midair. Beautiful. And Zai, I mean, cannot believe that he lives. But look at 9. He actually clicked on the Twin Gate there for a second. And actually stopped moving. Kind of funny, but...
And they did that again here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that. Why does it work that way? Because all other TPs and stuff like that, you would just keep rolling.
Well, because that one's different.
Oh, because that one pulls you in.
Pulling you in, right?
Yeah.
miCKe, I also think that this is kind of catching him off guard. How much damage he's doing? Like, Sneyking is a tiny, and you know, you're not that fragile as a tiny. You see how fast he died when miCKe was hitting him? It actually just shreds him.
Well, somebody's going to die very fast to this Wraith King with a double damage.
Ooh. See what he's gonna find.
Even into an Aegis, I think you'd be very tempted to smoke and start a team fight with this.
I mean, they could just insta-kill heroes here if they get the chain stun.
Showing the skeletons, showing on the Watcher as well, so they know about that DD.
Skeletons and Eidolons get a little bit of a push started here. Zai will show, he'll clear them out. Nisha now has coverage of something here, a BKB. He's even gonna go back for a Witchblade. He's like, give me armor.
Yeah.
Something versus this annoying Wraith King that's just blowing me up.
Shiva's almost done for Zai. That is a great frontlining Doom item. When you want to be able to stay alive against this Wraith King and just slow everybody down, create space for miCKe.
That's literally his job. And for the side of Tundra, their frontline, it's difficult because Skiter, he's their frontline, but he's also just the main damage target that wants to be there. So it's difficult for them to really kind of protect each other here at this point. A little fragile. Even though 9 is built to
How many wards did they use in that fight from
It was
Liquid?
like 2 or 3.
Yeah. They put one on the outpost, they put one on the high ground, they put one a little bit deeper.
I mean, look at the control of the bottom side. 4 wards in just this little quad.
I mean, Liquid's like, oh, we have all that vision, guys.
We gotta fight around
that.
They see 9.
They're going to be able to catch him before he gets through the portal, and he's orchid it as well. Sneyking tries to run some interception here, but they got the Doom out on 9. He's dead. Leave him behind. 33 can't get away fast enough, though. boxi already hits him with the snowball blink. Shard almost catching more heroes, but Liquid's still going to be happy with 2 core kills and nothing traded back.
Building that momentum up, the snowball is beginning. Nisha backpack the items, quickly replenished. I feel like this is also something that needs to be addressed. I think I'm seeing this every game with Pugna also. Everyone just drops their items and then you just life drain out of team fights. You don't even have to commit any of your health or anything anyway.
Yeah.
You don't really commit too much anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution even would be for that. I'm even seeing all these Medusas doing it too. They just like backpack and get healed off like a heal.
Yeah, it would have to be like you apply some sort of debuff on yourself where you take less heal.
But like it's something that you can't really remove from Dota because it's literally like it's an efficiency mechanic that's been from like the dawn of time, right?
Yeah.
Like this arcane boot, soul ring kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I just feel like I'm seeing it too much with this Pugna. But maybe once we get some of the Pugna nerfs, it won't be as much.
Radiant's bottom tower.
7K Liquid building up this lead. And Zai definitely being a real big problem. That front line, he's just letting miCKe do kind of.
Oh, this is a good catch if they got him. Nisha.
Do they have enough?
No, he zips away again, and a regen room
God.
to boot. They saved it for him, and boy, does it pay off. I mean,
He almost dies again. I mean,
yeah, seriously.
Nisha's frisky.
Oh, they got miCKe. I mean, he has the Aegis, so this is not an easy kill, especially if how far they have to dive in there.
Skiter is pretty far forward.
Yeah, now they're going to be slowed down a lot here with boxi being able to hit a good shards, only blocking in AEY, and he gets away with the Glimmer Cape. So Tundra managed to disengage okay.
Tundra has a pretty deep aggressive ward here, watching all of Liquid. Can't really commit forward for a play though. Skiter actually committing. This is early. I think this is one of the earliest overwhelming blinks I've seen on a carry.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
There was a period of time, who was it? There was a patch or 2 ago where we saw some overwhelming blinks on some other heroes, but it's been a while since Wraith game. I guess it kind of fits the hero. You get the higher, first hit damage.
Yeah.
In general, want to be able to slow people down when you jump.
Sniper, no BKB, right? He's going for pure glass cannon, so I mean, if you do get the initial slow, okay, I mean, we'll see if it pays off for Skiter. Zai, incredibly tanky. They're just going to throw the black hole on him.
Yeah, screw it. Take this guy out of the fight.
Nisha.
And Nisha, forced to use the BKB, is going to go for the kill onto Sneyking. Yeah, he didn't get shredded, but he did manage to force staff himself get out.
He just started hitting Skiter instead of hitting Snake. Snake gets away.
Yeah, that was a little awkward. I think maybe he thought miCKe was going to be able to finish him off by himself. Decrepify goes off last second there. Meanwhile, boxi was somewhere in the mix there.
Okay.
Dies to AEY.
Nice punish. Good usage of the black hole. Well worth it. Just keep throwing that onto Zai if he's going to try to act like that frontliner. How's the itemization looking for 33 too? Still not quite a BKB. He's gone for all these like smaller items in between.
Yeah, that makes, you don't have to hit the big black hole when you go this sort of build too, right? When you go this much utility, if you just take one hero out, then you still are a huge presence with all your items.
And then the eventual BKB, it's going to be good, especially if he's able to kind of angle it and get it onto Zai. Because Zai, he's also not really gone for, he hasn't been really focusing onto this Enigma whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay. Back and forth we go.
miCKe, recognizing that, you know what, no matter, eventually you're gonna have to get that BKB with the Rolling Thunder jumping on you. If he gets hit by the Rolling Thunder, then Sneyking follows that up. you got to have some magic immunity.
Yeah, it doesn't want to just kill himself either versus like this blade mail and all that's going to be jumping into him. Just so many different ways for them to get on top of him. So
I like how AUI, I feel like I've noticed him doing this more often than anybody else. He just, as one person, he's like, one tanky person, come with me to the Tormentor, I'll do all the damage. I mean, just one more reason Enchantress feels so good right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's always been an AOE hero as well, too.
Yeah, true.
One of his absolute favorites. Used to play back in the day when, you know, we used to play together. He'd always ask for it as carry. And we'd be like, oh, damn it, we're going to have a stats impetus Enchantress in our safe lane. It would work, though. I mean, this man has always made stuff like that work. And he's going a very greedy route as well, too. He actually has built an Orchid now afterwards. So once these BKBs start to tick out, Nisha's down to 7 already, too. Even versus Pugna as well. Now they have an extra little form to stop the life drains, perhaps, in the fight. So cool answer there if it does end up working.
Another BKB in the mix. Skiter going to build towards his, so... This is gonna get messy. I mean, we said that Liquid scales, but at the same time, you know, you're gonna have 33 going back for a BKB. You've got AUI scaling really, really well as this Enchantress.
I mean, they both do.
That clear cut.
Yeah, they both absolutely do. And it's gonna have to be, I mean, depending on lots of spell casting too. Like, I'm still waiting to see which 33 switched it up again. By the way, he bought Boots of Travel, now he's queuing up Hex. So constant shuffling of these items just to try to see which dynamic he really wants to go versus this Doom.
Well, with how bold Nisha has been on some of his jumps, that might be a big punish. Tier 2 pretty much taken down to nothing because of those Eidolons and Skeletons.
Sneyking thinking about finishing it off. Does he commit? Oh, he just goes for the creep wave. All right, fine, sensible.
Ooh.
Liquid, timing being hit here for anything level 18, Storm, BKBs are finished on the Sniper right now, looking to still gather together. Play around the bottom side. There's a ward though, so it is going to see Nisha. It sees Liquid setting up on bottom. Tundra, they're making the move. Sney's in.
Sney wants to be able to toss this Pugna back into his team. Orchid it before he can get it off.
Here comes 9.
A return Orchid from AUI with 9. Immediately targeting this Pugna. A great pickoff. And the Rolling Thunder, the hits too on the way in. Nisha almost died immediately from that crit. Stays alive off the BKB, but he doesn't have much to work with. He has to TP out, cancels it, sticks around, but he needs the Pugna to give him the refresh. 9 is going to be shot down by the Sniper. They have to get on top of miCKe soon, but Zai is drawing so much attention that it is giving miCKe the space to do some damage. Hunter's not certain whether or not they should go for it or back away.
I think they got afraid because Nisha disappears for a second and iNSaNiA bought back. So they're like, okay, Storm's back up to full more than likely. And they're absolutely right with that, though. So they'll give respect to that buyback from iNSaNiA. We've seen that Orchid already coming into play, though, from AUI. Always do love these extra little tiny bits of disable when you're playing versus Pugna. Perhaps another reason why we're seeing the Tiny kind of come to fruition. That avalanche kind of coverage in an area can always be nice for life drain.
Yeah. And now the BKB for Skiter.
Okay.
So both carries online with that.
Skiter is
not magic immunity anymore. What is it?
Debuff immunity.
Debuff immunity.
Skiter, I mean, we're definitely seeing his build. It's really cool. I mean, his inventory, it looks like kind of a little slightly wonky because it's like
little
blade mail over.
eclectic.
Yeah, it's just strange, but it's definitely paying off for him. I mean, even this overwhelming blink, it's causing a big burst that Nisha almost gets one-shotted from the crit that comes out from it.
Does mean that he is like early 6 slotted because of the blade mail, so he'll have to start doing a little bit of like weird gold efficiency where he has to like sell that and get it. miCKe caught. Oh, the snowball! Can they get him out though? It is going to be so tough. Immediately,
he gets out.
It's going to be used. He managed to force staff himself away. Nisha and boxi saved miCKe's life, and nobody dies for it. At least not yet. Skiter, he's going to try and catch up to one of these supports. He'll jump onto iNSaNiA, and iNSaNiA will be the victim of all this.
He's gone for a long time too. Roche is up. That's a window for Tundra.
He bought back to heal up Nisha in that last fight, right?
Skiter, I mean, Shield Rune glimmered in, just gets the... I think he even gets hit, but the Shield Rune blocks it, so he gets the blink off, gets on miCKe. miCKe actually, I feel like he's pretty lucky to get out of that situation.
Extremely lucky, yeah.
It's like on the edge of the black hole. Just gets insta-cancelled.
Yeah, it was double force staff from boxi and miCKe himself, force staffing himself, but Tundra, they'll get the second Roshan of the game.
I mean, they're making this Wraith King look quite good. It is a Skiter special, of course, but... he's really doing...
Give the Aegis to 9, so now you've got 2 carries with 2 lives on the front lines. That's pretty difficult to deal with.
They got blessed with their neutral items too. I actually didn't realize that from earlier.
Yeah,
They both have Divine Shells.
Oh, sick.
Kind of the dream even for a Wraith King. They hit you back at melee range, you're just going to hit them right back just as hard.
An Ogre Seal Totem for 33,
Yeah.
so a little extra mobility on a blinkless Enigma.
And I'm glad, I was literally going to say, like right after that last fight too, I think it's good consecutive times now he keeps getting Orchids. He keeps like shuffling between items, but BKB, sure, there's going to be the Doom answer and stuff like that, but he doesn't want Nisha to just freely be able to cancel like he has been, so
Yeah.
I don't blame him if he does now. Go for this BKB.
And it'll just make it even harder for Zai to frontline like that if he's the answer to the black hole, but he's the one constantly being black holed. BKB, TP out.
He gets out.
Disengage from Zai in a dangerous point because Tundra, any pickoff like that could probably lead to them pushing high ground.
4K lead. Aegis and Cheese. I think they still might want to try to like pry some pressure here. Maybe not go toward the high ground so much, but maybe get a catch.
Yeah, they definitely need to catch because otherwise they're pushing into a high ground sniper. That's never fun.
It's still going to be difficult for them to ever like close the game out because of that, you know, just having that high ground sniper. It's a lot about like getting these kills opportunities. I mean, Brian also mentioned this. Wait a
Good
second
pick on
here.
Sneyking. Thanks in part to the gem from boxi. They'll spot the man and get him and get out real quickly here. Tundra actually didn't move.
No.
He stayed in that top half of the map there, and I thought maybe Liquid was going to run into him.
He's able to get himself away. And yeah, I was mentioning Brian, he actually mentioned a very important timing this game, because the Doom, Wraith King is an answer to the Doom, right? And Brian was saying a lot about how the 5th item, in particular for the Doom, it's going to come out eventually this game. If Liquid plays good, plays calm and careful with this sniper kind of lineup, it's the Agnums. And that's not only just an answer for the Wraith King versus that reincarnate stuff, it's an also answer versus the BKB Doom. So I would be surprised if I don't see Zai kind of queue that one up next. Or maybe he buys like a boot to travel in between or something like that. But
yeah, and if he casts it beforehand, then even the black hole, you'll rotate into the Enigma. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great answer for a lot of reasons.
It eventually will likely come out unless Tundra's able to find some big hits here in these next few moments.
Which is where maybe the 3rd Roshan could be very important, right? If it ends up being an Aghanim Scepter, both sides could definitely use it.
How much time left? I mean, Tundra definitely have a window here to be able to punish before any of that does come out. Nisha.
Small zip, big zip, he's out.
Okay, Nisha has a regen to work with here. Finds himself Timeless Relic. Which of these neutral items besides that? Skiter finds himself a Ninja Gear. Really good item for him to just be doing what he wants to do and sneak around. Same thing for 33, so lots of positioning items coming out here for the side of Tundra. And there's the BKB now for 33.
Finally picks it up. And Nullifier's going to be a nuisance for miCKe. Skeeter.
Yeah, he got
getting an answer to all this mobility.
Yeah, I think his Blade Mail is still pretty effective, to be quite honest with you. Maybe didn't reflect the most damage, but he did deter heroes from hitting him, which probably let him just chase forward and get some extra kills. And speaking of kills, you get boxi. Could be a big one if they can. It's the gem.
Or Saf trying to get away. Shard pushes them a little bit further, but there's just too many Tundra heroes, too quick to pounce, and immediately up into the high ground. Fortunately, the sniper is here to repel them right away, so they don't get any fast damage on the tower.
No. And immediately Nisha just starts shoving top with his regen. Yeah, miCKe, he's able to keep that base defended.
And it was kind of pointed out there by our lovely observers. Liquid are going to be playing quite the rat game here with four different of those smokes.
Oh, they also took 4 Ninja Gears. How many did Tundra take? I think they took
Just
at least 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Theirs, I think, are more for positioning of team fights in particular.
Yeah.
And, you know, Skiter sneaking into the back lines there while Liquid's is, doing the rat. Get that time bought for the sniper to outscale. Still some time on the Aegis. Sneyking, is he going to be able to do some nice toss-back plays? This could just blow it open for them if they can.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not easy always, though.
Especially since some heroes have to show with the Eidolons and Skeletons pushing in. The problem is, most of the time it's the sniper showing. He's so far back.
Did they get themselves I'm clicking around. Did they get a telescope or anything? No, like you said, Liquid, they got 4 Ninja Gears. So no telescope for them, though, for the sniper to position himself. Well, I believe AY, he did get a telescope, so a little bit of range stuff, of course.
The final 2 for a Spell Prism is picked up for Sneyking. They're going to give him the gem, and he's going to front line here. Zai going to be caught by the stun before he gets off the BKB.
Black hole for it.
Oh, he got it in the range.
Do they save him?
Snowball attempted, but he couldn't get close enough, sadly. The rotation of the black hole pulls him out of range, and they're going to lose boxi as well on top of that. Nine
is in.
Yeah, he's going in deep.
His
That
Aegis
is a
is
little
gone.
dangerous. There's that Heaven's Halberd, though. That's going to help out a lot when he rolls towards that sniper. Lucian Rune to be able to get that extra, be able to
Boxi's too deep.
Boxi buys back, Snowball's after him, hoping to get that fast catch. Nice reaction there with Hurricane Pike. Sneyking almost got the toss back on the sniper.
That was honestly split second there from miCKe, perhaps just getting killed. Nice little force. Sney also now level 20, so he's got the toss no target. So actually allows him to go for these toss back plays easier. Now he's going to start the push. 2 pretty huge kills. They get boxi on the buyback.
miCKe's going to try and break him.
He is far up.
That is dangerous, and the nullifier's going to cause him issues. Pops the BKB, trying to get some distance, and it looks like he is away safely. Close call, though, and Tundra get plenty of time to hit this building now.
Oh, cool. I actually have never noticed that before in these games. The Enigma shard still spawns the Iolans even when they're debuff immune. I just saw that illusion. They just like popped up in the base. Nisha is going to go for cutting the wave. Rax is getting hit, though.
That's going to be a bit until that backdoor protection comes back up.
And a glyph for it. The next creep wave is coming. miCKe has to be so far back here to take out that ward, and Tundra go back up with that. Good aggressive plays there from Tundra.
Yeah, forcing some mistakes, I guess you could kind of call it, from Liquid. I mean, just kind of forced errors, I guess. And capitalizing pretty quickly. And once again, they're going to try and take double Tormentors.
I like to see how 33 is just very liberal with using the black hole. Some of them have been, you know, they're kind of like low, like 1 second black hole and stuff like that. But, you know, you can see what he's trying to do with it. Just getting Zai, just throwing it whenever he can.
Just on the edge there. Beautifully done by 33, and boxi, unfortunately, not able to get close enough with the snowball. That just results in a whole lot of hurt for Team Liquid.
miCKe looks like he's trying to find himself some forms of protection, at least versus some of the stuns and stuff like that to set him up. He's going to have a Lincoln's.
Dire's bottom tower is
Okay.
under attack.
Okay. Let's see if that helps him. At level
Quite a lot of-
25, that'll also help quite a bit, but it's looking like Tundra is just going to get a big old lead here, and I'm not sure, like, yeah, the sniper feels like the best carry in this game, but nobody else from Team Liquid is really keeping up on the slack here.
No, Nisha is just constantly getting picked off, really.
Yeah. He certainly hasn't scaled into the monster that we tend to see out of him.
Yeah, maybe not getting picked off, but he's just over zipping a lot of the times too. Tundra claiming this area here, still DD on skiter. And his itemization, yeah, looks, even if he sells the armlet, has AC, like the progress is still good for this like 6th slot. Keeping themselves at the ready for this push.
Team
Like the
Liquid.
wrap around the Liquid.
Once again, trying to get these picks off.
Sneyking sees him.
They see him. He pops the BKB and he turns, lays into Sneyking, but I think he realizes, I don't know, this is looking good, miCKe. Knight's going to chase after him.
What a black
gonna be
hole.
caught in the black hole with the storm zipping to it as well.
Oh my.
What happened to Liquid?
33 happened. Some of these black holes are perfect. The push, now they've got it. With these kills, should be able to get themselves probably even just 2 sets, maybe more.
Yeah, I think this is one of those, like, wholesale, just take everything they got for him. Let's see what Tundra decide to do here. They are going to go through the barracks and not try and hit tier 4s. It's so dangerous against Sniper.
I mean, Sneyking glimmered up, looking for the grab. This could just be Megas. iNSaNiA. miCKe, can they hold? They're going to have to use buybacks to attempt to hold here.
Buyback going to be used. Got the pick off on 9 right as he was trying to roll away there with the swashbuckle. Coming up again. Attempt to doom. Going to be used on the Wraith King while they go for the others here. An interesting idea, I guess, to be able to kite out the Wraith King and just clean up everybody else. miCKe aggressively force-staffing, but it's not like this Wraith King is without damage. Gotta be careful as Zai gets a little bit too close to him. The lightning actually zipping over and does bring down the first life here of the Wraith King. Liquid getting a relatively clean engagement, but not enough to give them any sort of advantage.
No, and it's incredibly expensive, and they did end up still losing those 2 racks. I mean, miCKe, I don't blame him. He's got the rapier queued up already at this point.
Yeah, he kind of needs it.
He's not doing enough damage to bring these targets down quickly. I just feel like he needs it. Yeah, Liquid, they're just like, okay, we kind of have to just catch him off guard. Black Hole is causing too many issues. 33 is dead.
And Roshan's up as well,
They
so
have to. Yeah, it looks like
they're
they're
gonna
go
go
to,
to
gate.
bottom and go to gate.
Yeah, I guess that's the call. Look at Tundra. I mean, they're already prepped in the area for it. Moving quickly, 30 seconds. Enigma's gonna be back. He's got the bots to be able to join in instantly too. Can they kill it fast enough, or are they gonna? Maybe they're gonna hunt for heroes. Okay, Liquid. See if this approach works.
I mean, they do kind of need those pickoffs. They are playing with less heroes right now. Tundra going to be able to work off of a lot of buybacks.
Sney's giving so much info. Who do they find?
9. That's a great pickoff if they can get it, and they will.
He's got buyback.
He does, and that's why Liquid are going to start resetting here. boxi, he's caught here. Oh, he did have enough space to get over the bridge, and iNSaNiA guards him from a lot of that damage.
He almost got trapped from Skeleton.
Yeah, that was real scary.
Still playing in the area for the jump. They're playing around their ward. Skiter sneaking in. Nisha's in.
Sneyking trying to D-ward is going to be targeted immediately. The snowball goes through. boxi once again in deep off that one, but great to prep by Bad Shard. That gets him killed anyway, perhaps. No, gets another 4-staff over the cliff of ultimately, and Tundra not able to grab him on his way out.
Liquid though, I used the Doom onto the Wraith King.
Oh no.
Tundra's just going to be able to look for this fight here, or maybe just go into the Roche.
Yeah, they're feeling good about it. They keep on putting Sneyking on that front lines, daring Liquid to jump forward. He actually gets the jump on his eye, tosses it back, straight up in. BKB Nullifier, both going to be used. Immediately, Orchid on Orchid between Nisha and AUI, while Sneyking trying to keep the distance.
I mean, both teams just being a little bit careful here, don't want to commit in. The vision advantage is here for Liquid. Tundra, they're giving that respect to it. Level 25 hit for miCKe. He pretty much has the gold for Rapier.
You kind of need that all-in play because Sneyking is eventually going to get the toss back that secures the team fight. It's coming.
And he's not killing heroes fast enough. Like, he has 6 seconds of the BKB for him to really just at least kill one person on the focus fire, and they're tanky now on Tundra.
Yeah, and when you have this Pango rolling at you and you're not certain, do I hit him or do I run away? He just has to be able to sit there and kill that Pango, make him a non-factor.
You need the glass cannon. Yeah, he's committed. He bought the relic, he bought that Demon Edge. He's got him locked for now, but he'll unlock when it gets to him, I'd imagine, or when the fight kicks off.
And Tundra will take this space to be able to get the third Roshan of the game.
And it's a big one with that refresher shard, of course. Who are they going to give it to? You can give it to 33. I hope, at least, with the Black Holes, the great delivery he's been able to do with it. Some of them funny, but most of them just having that effect, of course. Yeah, now he's got 2 of them. 2 full salvos of it. 2 full BKBs as well. Fight's just got ever more complicated for Liquid.
There's still going to be a question of what Tundra, how do they approach this high ground push? But they have all the advantage in the world. Should be confident in doing so. I'm just curious what they're going to do. They're going to try and smoke through one of these other 2 lanes that are empty.
That's what I'm
going to wait for a pickoff.
Because I'm looking at the mid lane. That's the first thing that I was thinking. I was like, there's no sentries right now in mid. No obs set up here for the side of Liquid. So definitely potential for Tundra to sneak in. If they see the sniper, he's very likely just dead.
I mean, with a refresher on Skiter, they may even have enough lives just to throw their bodies into Megas. I doubt that's what they'll do. Tundra's always a bit craftier than that.
He's saving the buyback for now. He hasn't full committed just yet for it.
Yeah.
25 now, also being hit on 9.
Successful scan. Whoop. They're going to spot boxi. That is a pretty good pickoff considering the saves he's been able to pull off with the Blink Snowball.
Nice
so
wash.
That might just be enough to signal Tundra hit that high ground, maybe force the buyback out of him.
Liquid at the ready here. iNSaNiA buying himself just a casual Vlad's, something we used to, old school kind of thing here to buff up your sniper as much as possible.
You said they needed more damage.
They need every little bit they can.
More percent.
Yeah. Tundra looking to sneak in here. The Aghanim's still not finished for Zai. Sneyking.
Breaks. He's going to jump. He jumps forward. Doesn't get deny. Zai gets a BKB. Great hex going off. They're immediately going to use the Doom on this Wraith King again and then focus on the other heroes. 9 is going to be target, but he managed to blink away. No damage put on him.
They force a buyback from boxi there. And it's a Rolling Thunder, but it's going to be back up shortly.
Yeah, that was great. Got Doom out. Got the buyback out of him.
They'll back it up. They're like, all right, we'll wait for our Rolling Thunder. Tundra. Also gonna find themselves another Wisdom Rune. I mean, they're continuing to get this big scaling. AUI, he's now claimed number 3 on the net worth on the Enchantress.
Damn, man. How does he do it?
How does he do this?
This guy's a monster.
What's his damage numbers this game, actually? I mean, he's quietly, of course, always dishing out quite a bit here, but I can imagine it's nowhere near skiter. Yeah, those two are always going to be the big highlights here in this game.
What are you going to do when AUI 2000 comes out of his coaching spot, come play, and runs up to your high ground with a BKB and starts throwing impetuses at you?
It's a good question. I mean, he's always going to be playing something pesky, it seems. I think the games that I've gotten at least to cast from Tundra, he played a Visage cutting some creep waves, and now he's playing this annoying Enchantress, so, I mean, typical Curtis. Smoke out from Liquid. Full Aghanim, so Zai, he sells his Midas. He's committed for this next fight. The Lincolns, it's out for 33, but there's the answer for Zai, of course. He's got the Zags.
Okay. Zai, his jump is going to be so important, which is awkward because they also want him to be the front line, so being able to have the vision is so important. They get something here. They spot the two supports, and this AoE Doom is beginning to work. Both the supports are going to be back, but miCKe, what about him? They didn't protect him well enough. Boxy's going to die here. Jacarepify bought miCKe a little bit of time, but he's going to have to buy back and go for his Divine Rapier. A second Black Hole doesn't have anything, though. Meanwhile, 9 is going to be caught by Nisha, pulling back in, see if they can finish him off. If they can finish him off, maybe they can reclaim that Divine Rapier, but it looks like Tundra is being able to get away with it.
I'm just watching skiter. I want to see the big hit. Who's he going to go for?
Blinks in, goes for it. Big damage on Zai, and they'll tear him apart.
That level 25 double mortal strike out. No Doom, 120. miCKe now, he tickles.
Yeah, with all of your damage gone, Tundra, they're going to be able to bulldoze through your buildings. No problem here. Wait out the glyph. Whoop. Take out the Aegis there from Nisha. Something small, but don't think 9 minds too much.
Look how fast these racks drop. Skiter, bring it down, no problem. miCKe, stutter stepping back and forth.
And Tundra, I don't think they're going to give you the space to play up against Megas. They're going to end it here. And Nisha's going to have to do something amazing with these zips back and forth. iNSaNiA, he's going to have to cover miCKe here, but the nullifier's been put on him. Jacarepify can't do that much for him. The scythe, all the disables aren't enough. There is too much damage from too many heroes on the side of Tundra, and they'll get the dieback on miCKe, and they will take the throne. Game 1 is all Tundra.
They have very clear timings. You have the Butterfly Medusa. If the Aghanim's morphling, then you smoke, then you're super strong, right? Then you win a fight, you get Roshan. Here, it's kind of like, yeah, you have a Mom, Maelstrom, Sniper, like, you know, how strong are you really? And you still have to be careful because you're basically made of paper, right? So you